Yasta, would you like to discuss this question?
So basically, normally, since the constraints were very low, so the first idea that came to my mind was using a while loop. Usme
Mm-hmm.
I'm decrementing the time and I've written some few conditions. I've
Mm-hmm.
taken a direction. So when I'm going left to right, direction is 1. When I'm coming from right to left, direction is 0.
Okay. Yeah.
So if like the value is 1, like if I'm going left to right or the value is 1, I'm taking direction as 1 or usme increment karte chale jao.
Mm-hmm.
And if k is equal, like it is equal to n, that particular digit is equal to n, then I'm changing the direction again and keep on decrementing.
Okay. Fair. So basically, ultimately, yeah, for these constraints, the brute force would do, and
Mm,
just to save time, that would have been kind of a good choice to go ahead with.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What about others?
So I also used brute force approach.
Okay. Kaushik, Lokesh, anybody used any formula?
No, sir. Brute force I've also used.
Okay.
I kept subtracting n minus 1 every time from the time and took a flag which just told me the direction. Like first time it was 1, so I XORed it with 1. So every time it's keep on changing 0 to 1, 1 to 0. And finally, whenever time is less than n minus 1,
Mm-hmm.
so I just looked at the direction, which direction it is. If it is forward, I could have directly printed times plus 1. If it is reverse, then I have to subtract n minus time.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking if we make the constraints of this question higher, this will make this question interesting. And I believe any of these approaches will give TLE. For example, if I make time as 10 to power 9,
Then it will give TLE.
then it will give TLE. If we make time as 10 power 9, n as 2, that test case will give TLE, Kaushik, with your approach also, right?
Yeah, so one part which what I was doing is subtracting every time minus n minus 1, because if we are at the first place and we have to go to n, we have to just do n minus 1 operation, right?
Correct.
So
But
that part,
if I make n as 2 and time as, if that is the input, n is 2 and time is 10 power 9.
yeah, so that is the part which I could have reduced, or we should reduce in that case.
Okay, but that would be interesting variation of this question. Yeah, during contest, I also did just a brute force and thought like, let's get past this question so that we get more time for the last. Yeah, so ultimately, same. Okay, so I think we are good with this.